Close your eyes for a second. Imagine you're standing beside a campfire. Not 100 years ago, not 1,000 years ago, but 40,000 years in the past. The air smells of burning wood. The flames crackle. Smoke rises into the cold night sky. Now here's the strange question. Was this the first smoke humans ever breathed on purpose? Or did ancient humans discover something even more surprising long before cigarettes ever existed? The answer is far older and far more fascinating than most people realize.
Welcome to Anciently, where we explore the forgotten world of early humans through archaeology, anthropology, and scientific research. Today, we're uncovering one of history's most unexpected mysteries. When did ancient humans actually start smoking?
Long before tobacco existed in most of the world, humans were already living with smoke. For hundreds of thousands of years, fire became the center of everyday life. It provided warmth, protection, light, cooked food, and a place where families gathered every night. That meant ancient people constantly inhaled wood smoke simply by living around campfires. In a way, smoke was one of humanity's oldest companions. But breathing smoke isn't the same thing as choosing to smoke something. That difference changes the entire story.
This is where the mystery begins. If you're imagining prehistoric people rolling leaves like cigarettes, there is absolutely no archaeological evidence for that. In fact, the earliest direct evidence of tobacco being smoked comes from the Americas, thousands of years after the last ice age. Researchers have discovered ancient pipes and traces of nicotine that show people intentionally inhaled tobacco smoke much later in human history. So if ancient humans weren't smoking tobacco 40,000 years ago, what exactly were they doing? That's where things become truly fascinating.
Imagine sitting beside a fire every single night. Soon, you would notice something. Some plants produced thick black smoke. Others smelled surprisingly pleasant. Some smoke kept insects away. Certain woods burned slowly. Others burned with fragrant aromas. Over countless generations, people almost certainly learned which plants created useful smoke and which ones should be avoided. Many traditional cultures later burned herbs for medicine, ceremonies, preserving food, driving away insects, and creating signals across long distances. Exactly when each practice began is still debated, but it shows something important. Smoke wasn't just something humans endured. It slowly became a tool.
Now, imagine one cold evening. Someone accidentally throws an unfamiliar plant into the fire. The smoke smells different. Maybe it keeps mosquitoes away. Maybe it calms the air. Maybe it irritates everyone's eyes and they never use it again. That simple moment, repeated thousands of times over countless generations, may have been how humans slowly discovered the hidden properties of different plants. Not through laboratories, but through curiosity, observation, and survival. These small discoveries eventually laid the foundation for medicine, rituals, and much later, intentional smoking.
So, when did ancient humans start smoking? The honest answer is, we don't know exactly. What we do know is that humans have lived with fire and smoke for hundreds of thousands of years. Intentional tobacco smoking appeared much later, supported by archaeological evidence from the Americas. But long before the first pipe, long before the first cigarette, our ancestors were already watching smoke rise into the night sky, learning from it, experimenting with it, and slowly discovering that something as ordinary as smoke could become one of humanity's oldest tools. Maybe the real story was never about smoking at all. Maybe
It was about curiosity.